Oh my god, that scared me. The audio, it's so beautiful. Scorpatron. Slight vibrations are making your coffee cup jitter an earthquake. Perhaps the illusion is quickly dispelled by the loud thuds of a Scorpatron stomping around the corner. The poor audio. Overload its sensors and then attack. You overload the Scorpatron's auditory sensors with signals and noise from the Kodiak. It will recover quickly, but this gives you enough time to get the first shots in. Let's take it down. It ain't nothing. Not to us. We've taken down 2 already. Gosh, there's so many robots out here. Oh yeah, my toaster. I was wondering what was making that noise. My dumb toaster. I wonder what it does. Alright, Slicer. Let's mess you up. And it's dead. Again, I did not use the right gun, because the game confused me. And that one's dead. Should probably swap out her gun, because she's fighting her robots, and this pistol is less effective against those. I'm gonna have you shoot at the Scorpatron, I suppose. Try to really mess it up. Alright. Let's fire off a nuke. Actually, what about this? Charge up this ability for a nuclear missile that leaves behind a cloud of radiation. I don't think that's gonna affect the robots, is my problem. So let's just not bother with that for now, and let's just fire off a nuke. Tactical nuke, as they say. Yeah. Oh my god. Not quite as effective as I would have liked it to be, but you know what? We're not here to be the most effective. We're here to affect. Sure. Oh my god. I killed both of those fools. Oh, nice shots. Nice shots. Took one out. Now, as nice as it would be to take out that Scorpatron, now let's go ahead and just take out their killer. Oh, there's a killer over there. Didn't even see you. Oh no, Quan. So many lucky misses. Oh god, keeps breaking the sound barrier every time it moves. Yeah, get it, my clone. Oh, the toaster just fired off fire. No, irradiated. Let's go with the plating. Nice shot. She'd probably kill it. Yep. Well, I guess that's it then. I guess that was the Scorpatron. Our squad is just too OP.
Hey, gun fans, it's Rankin Shooter. Time to test this bitch Chanel minigun build. You ready to hear some mayhem? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh God, not again.
Well, hello there.
Colonel Deth will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here. And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right?
Understandable.
That's not important. Just make sure you're ready to meet Colonel Deth. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. 1 sec.
Should have brought Pizzepi, shouldn't I? He puts his walkie to his mouth.
All clear. Come ahead.
Howdy.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be. Remember when you chose to follow the Patriarch's orders instead of saving those folks Erastus threatened to slaughter? I figured we'd meet here so you could see what was left of them. I know Woodson told you to do Buchanan's bidding, but to my mind, it ain't the Ranger way to help the powerful ahead of the helpless. 'Cause things like this happen. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out.
Looks like your facial scarring makes it difficult to open your mouth. You must be in constant pain. Would you like some meds? Don't need to lessen the range your way. Just tell us what you want. Yeah.
Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you. I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times.
Yeah.
Since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once.
Nice to meet you at last. What do you want to tell us?
Well, ain't you polite? Hope that bodes well. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated.
Agreed.
And second...
Oh, no.
Scar collectors. Well, speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue.
That sounds good. We got your back, Angie. Nice hits. Yeah, set him on fire, Toaster. Toaster is so ridiculous. Yeah. We got a honey badger on our side. What do you have? Oh no, party pal. You're hitting the wall.
Get it, scumbags!
Nice shot. 60%. Not a huge cone here, but enough. I think she just hurt herself. Scar Collector Cyclops. Nice hit. Headshot. Okay then. Lucia. Good kills. Yeah, finish him off.
As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated.
I'm in agreement there.
Second, and you're gonna love this, the Patriarch's gotta go too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna manage that though. Or we're to help the Patriarch so he helps Arizona, killing him kills the folks back home. Without the Patriarch, Colorado could fall in. We know the Patriarch's no danger, but Colorado's surrounded by enemies. He's had to make hard choices to keep it safe.
I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home food spattered with innocent blood? The Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it? Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own. Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up. And why we're here now, asking you for help.
What do you need?
Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first.
The easier one.
I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado. When she does, well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice. And their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right?
Nah. Why shouldn't we work with the Patriarch to stop Liberty?
Oh, I don't mind about that, so long as you change your mind about him after. So,
Alright, well, we don't want Colorado to end up in the hands of these gangs in Liberty.
glad to hear it. So here's the plan. Part 1, help Ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let him lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us. I know you've got him on ice back at Ranger HQ. Well, it's time to dust him off and put him to good use. Now, I'm guessing y'all have some questions.
Who are these people with you? What do you want us to do all this? Why aren't you doing it yourself? What's your plan? Alright. Who are these people with you?
Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained them up as best we could. Nicer bunch of folks you'll never find.
Why do you want us to do all this? Why aren't you doing it yourself?
Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf, and they'll be happy to see you. If we show up, our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us.
Okay. What's your plan for the Patriarch?
Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down. Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with. For
Well,
instance, we don't want the gangs coming to the party. If Cordite wants to come along and get his revenge on the Patriarch, fine. But he leaves his army at home, no matter how tight a hold he thinks he's got on him. We want to be the good guys here, so we've got to do this clean. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators.
yeah, that's fair. What do you plan to do for Colorado after you take down the Patriarch?
Keep the peace, keep things fair. I don't see the Rangers running things. I see our job as keeping the playing field even. There's always a lot of weasels that come out of the woodwork after a big man falls, trying to grab a piece of the pie. So we're just gonna hang around, and every time a weasel pops their head up, we'll whack them. At the same time, whenever somebody comes along who tries to take care of the people, all the people, we'll help them out. But we ain't gonna be anybody's muscle. We'll answer to the people, nobody else.
I mean, that does make sense. You think it's gonna work, so the Rangers will play Kingmaker. They'll get to decide who takes power. Referees. Sounds kinda idealistic. You really think it's gonna work?
No idea. Nobody's tried it before, as far as I know. But it's worth a shot, right? Can't be worse than the way things are now. All right, then. What's it gonna be?
Patriarch and his kids need to be stopped. We're not buying it. Your plan sounds destined to fail, and a lot of people could be hurt. Thanks for the info, but we're still siding with the Patriarch, like Ranger Command told us to. You're wrecking everything Ranger Command has been working toward for the sake of Arizona. We're putting you down. Alright, well, we're not buying it.
More than are being hurt now? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna give you Liberty's location anyway. No matter what future we want, she's gotta be stopped, right?
Yes.
All I ask is, when you're finally standing face to face with her, please at least consider dealing with her our way and put a bullet between her eyes. Everything else we talked about, well, let your conscience be your guide. Good luck, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
Alright, see ya. So if I had kept the Gippers alive, I would probably side with Angela, because then we would have a peaceful transition, but since the Gippers are not alive, I feel like I need to side with the Patriarch. I'm scared that just straight up attacking the Patriarch is going to turn the Marshals against me. And I don't want to do that. I'd like to have the Marshals on my side. I just don't know what pathway I need to take. So I'm taking the cautious road.
MK1 calling AZ November. Come in November. Do you read me?
If you made a Ranger Team November, we read you.
Now, I wouldn't say that name out here, even on a secure channel. Never get to where you're going, gas up at the garage first. I'll find you there and give you the sit rep. And don't worry, you can't miss it.
Okay. Exactly do you think we're going? Where exactly do you think we're going?
You know I can't say that on the air. Just keep heading where you're heading. MK1 out.
Okay. I guess he knows that we're heading to the raceway, Yuma County. A long-abandoned racetrack now uses the muster point for the Plains gangs intended to raid Colorado Springs. Yuma County Speedway.
Rangers, you made it. Good. Come into the garage ASAP. I'll have my bots tow your car inside before the gang spot it.
Okay. I don't know who you are or why you're helping us.
You're the Desert Rangers, right? The ones the Patriarch made a deal with?
Yep.
Good to see you. Been hoping you'd show up. Patriarch's got a lot he wants done here, and we ain't got a lot of time to do it. Now here's the deal.
A deal, huh?
Liberty Buchanan is sitting not 200 yards from here in her compound as we speak. But the way things stand, it would take a tactical nuke to crowbar her out. She's managed to make herself the queen of these heathens. The Scar Collectors, the Payassos, and the last few Dorseys. Even the goddamn Godfishers are licking her boots. Now there ain't no way even a crew as tough as you could fight their way in and bring her out alive like the Patriarch wants. But I got a plan.
Slow down a minute. Why don't we start with who the fuck are you?
I'm your fucking lifeline out here, assholes. So show me some respect.
What a
Alright.
tool.
I'm the mechanic. Now, that means I fix things, right? For the gangs, it's cars, and they trust me because I fix them good. But my real job is fixing things for the Patriarch. Like putting sand in the gas tank of Liberty's coupe before it gets on the road. That's why he sent me out here. You get it? Can we get down to business now?
Alright. How'd you manage to survive when Liberty killed so many of the Patriarch's other spies? Not sure if you're such a fixer. What do you need us for? Glad to know you're here. We can use all the help. How did you manage to survive when Liberty killed so many of the Patriarch's other spies?
How do you think I gained her trust?
Whatever it takes to get the job done. You sent other spies to their deaths to secure your own position. That's despicable. Ooh. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
Damn right I am. Satisfied?
Uh-huh. Not sure if you're such a fixer. If you're such a fixer, what do you need us for? Glad to know you're here. We can use all the help we can get. Alright, sure.
Well, that's me. I'm here to give you the info you need to succeed. I'll be behind you the whole way.
What's the plan? What do you do with the Patriarch? Tell us the plan. We're not working for the Patriarch anymore. We're working for Cordite. We've got our own plans. Alright. Alright, what's the plan?
Okay, listen. The gangs may be loyal to Liberty, but they hate each other's guts. All you need to do is get each gang thinking the others are screwing them somehow, and this place will go up like an ammo dump in a firestorm. The Payassos and the Godfishers are ready to go at each other's throats. They just need a little nudge. As for the Scar Collectors, they're as like to turn on themselves as they are on anyone else.
Okay, Payassos and Godfishers are ready to go at each other's throats. They just need a little nudge. As for the Scar Collectors, it's like to turn on themselves as they are on anyone else. Okay.
What I do is talk to their slaves. They've always got dirt on all the infighting. I got a key to the pen they're kept in as a gift. Take it. See what you can find. Maybe turn them against each other.
Alright. So you've got no intel for us. What kind of spy are you? How about some info before we go?
I can give you the broad strokes, but the nitty-gritty is up to you. Who do you want to know about? The Scar Collectors? The Payassos? The Godfishers?
All of them would be nice. Tell us about the Scar Collectors first.
The biggest of the gangs, and the toughest. Slavers, body mod addicts, complete barbarians. Biggest weakness is, every one of those sons of bitches wants to be leader. So there's a lot of infighting. The boss right now is Steel Trap, who ousted Cordite. But he fights off challenges from his lieutenants every week, always looking over his shoulder. Maybe you can play on that somehow.
Maybe. Tell us about the Payasos.
The weakest of the gangs. And boy, does that piss them off. They want to be taken seriously so bad. Which is kind of funny since their whole thing is never taking anything seriously. Your friend dies, what a joke. Lose an arm, hilarious. But man, do they get hot when other gangs disrespect them. The head clown is a shrimp named Lecherito. Meanest little fucker I ever met. Always with the put-downs and the insults. I think that's why they made him boss. Nobody could stand in the way of that mouth.
Alright. And what about the Godfishers?
Scariest of the bunch. They think they can talk to their sky gods by tying people's living torsos to kites and flying them up to the clouds. The other gangs, at least you understand why they're killing you. The Godfishers, who fucking knows? So their leader, Star That Dreams,
Star That
thinks he's a
Dreams.
goddamn messiah. And he hates having to deal with the other gangs. The only reason he's with him is he thinks it's his best shot at getting revenge on the Patriarch. Otherwise, he'd make murder kites out of the other guys and ride into the sunset.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't mention the Dorseys.
Forget about the Dorseys. They're Liberty's personal bodyguards now. They never come out of the compound and they never deal with the other gangs. Except to execute some fool who tries something stupid. You're gonna have to fight the Dorseys no matter what. You just want them to be the only ones you fight, right?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, we're good. We'll check it out. Okay, where's the slave pen?
Just outside the main compound. But use my key and go through the side entrance. Otherwise, the gangs will see you and then the shit will hit the fan.
Uh-huh. Alright. We're good. We'll check it out.
Good. Follow the racetrack north and you'll find the gang compound. Just don't get too close to the front gates. The sentries will attack anything that gets too close. Gleefully. And listen, if you need any ammo, weapons, or supplies, talk to me. I get paid in trade, so I got plenty of gear.
Okay, sounds good. Which way is the compound?
Keep going the way you were going when you drove in. Chain link fence, big gate, guards. You can't miss it. Only, unless you want to get killed, you should miss it.
I bet I could take him.
Gear?
Show us what you've got.
Ho, ho, ho. Just like Christmas.
Excuse me, mechanic. We've already met Santa. Thank you. He wasn't all he was cracked up to be, I'll be honest.